Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to 2 miles per gallon RC. I'm Gage, and today we have something a little different than what we've been getting into. We have the MJX H12P Bronco rock crawler slash trail truck. It doesn't quite know what it wants to be, but we're gonna figure it out and tell it what it needs to be. Let's get into it. This is an officially licensed product from Ford, so we don't have any crazy knockoff features going on here. It says that it comes with all-terrain tires, metal oil-filled shocks, solid car shell and frame, so the roll cage should be built into the body, sealed metal bearings throughout. And yeah, there's not a whole lot to get into. It's supposed to be waterproof. We have a sensorless, brushless motor, metal servo, and then a 45 amp ESC. Nothing too crazy, nothing too crazy. Now, we do have all Angry Snail products as part of the MJX Hypergo line. For their servo, again, it is gonna be a 20 kilogram digital servo. I've also heard a lot of mixed stuff about it, whether it is waterproof, whether it isn't, who knows, until we find out. So we're gonna jump straight into unboxing this thing, and holy crap. It's just peeking at us, it's peeking at us. We're gonna try to get this thing out of here. Ooh, okay, nothing else in the box, it seems like. Oh, I just noticed it has a complete, pretty cool looking diagram of the transfer case or transmission here. I do believe that this is a 1-speed, if I'm not mistaken. That's what it looks like. It looks like a 1-speed, but we'll get that box out of here and let's get into the goodies. We have a little box here. Oh man. This thing looks freaking sweet. That is fantastic. It's an ABS shell. So I don't know how I feel about that, especially as a rock crawler. It should hold up. This is my first rock crawler, so we'll see what exactly we're getting ourselves into. Oh wow. Not incredibly bouncy, but still super plush. Oh my God. That articulation is kind of nuts. Holy crap. All right, with that aside, let's get into what we have in the box here. All right, we have charger and transmitter. This isn't the craziest transmitter from what I've seen. No, it's definitely not. We don't have a little foam wheel. It's actually all just plastic. We have steering trim, throttle trim, steering dual rate, and throttle dual rate, which is really cool. That's fantastic. Channel 4 and channel 3. I don't know where channel 2 would be unless it's probably channel 1, channel 2. So we'll get into that. We'll throw batteries into that guy. Charger, and I'd imagine the batteries are inside of this thing. This does come as a full, ready to run with batteries, charger, transmitter, receiver, all electronics, everything. So as soon as you get it out the box, charge the batteries, you are ready to go. Oh my goodness. So we have a little package here. What's this guy? Ah, the battery. You have a 2S 2000 milliamp 15C battery. Nothing too crazy. It does come with Dean's connectors and a balance lead. And then it looks like we also have a second battery within the battery tray. Wow, good on you, MJX. Is this, yep, same exact 2S 2000 milliamp 15C battery from Angry Snail. And then again, the same Dean's connector. So they set you up with 2 batteries, which should be plenty for getting it fresh out of the box. Now, the rest of this thing is insane. We have a complete metal chassis, or at least the frame of the chassis here, and it's got some weight to it. It's got a heavy amount of weight. The frame does in fact go up into the ABS body. You can kind of see it in there. And then the body itself is just held on by these magnets. Super strong, actually. Doesn't come off easily. Oh, shoot. And then it's just on a hinge point back here. Super, super easy to work on. Everything is right in front of you. Now this, I'd imagine, is the receiver. And it looks like it's in a watertight box. We'll have to tear open and get into it and see what all we have going on, but it is quite high up. Everything on this truck is super high up. So the center of gravity is gonna be a little taller than what you would want. The body itself does feel quite heavy as well. You get a full size and completely usable spare in the back here. Tires are super, super grippy. Holy crap. They are foam filled and they are vented. And again, we have a sensorless, brushless motor. It's gonna be 3,500 kV, so fairly quick for how small this truck is. We have the transfer case down below. I don't quite know what the gearing is that is inside of this thing, but we'll definitely have to take a look. And then there is that metal servo, and it is in fact a 1-speed trans. Flipping it over, we have 4-link complete metal suspension with portal axles. That is a huge, huge plus at this price point. Steering stabilizer, sway bars. This thing is nuts. Complete metal drive shafts, both front and rear. This thing is insane. Just to let y'all know, I got this thing for $200 as a complete ready-to-run kit. No strings attached. It was on sale. I actually got it on Black Friday sale. It took a little bit to come in. We are after the holidays now, but it is here. And this thing is freaking badass. Now you have 7 lights up in the front. We have 1 in the bumper, 6 in the grille. We have 2 more up top, so that's 9 lights total. And then it looks like we have both reverse and brake lights. I believe that's a reverse light. Oh, if it'll focus. Yeah, that's definitely a reverse light. No other lights in the back. So you have 13 lights total. This thing is gonna be bright as hell. Front here, we actually have these little recovery hooks that I believe you could actually use. If you have a hook that's small enough to go around those things, you can definitely get hooked in. And in the back here, we have more recovery points there. Now, I don't know what or how good this approach angle is gonna be. It is tall, it's super tall. I'm not a huge fan with how proportionate these tires are. They look super small against how big the body is. However, they allow you to get some insane flex out of the suspension, which not a terrible trade-off. Within the other white box that is down here, I completely forgot, we actually have stiffer springs if you're wanting a little bit less travel. It is quite rolly at the moment, but I like it. I like a super soft suspension and allow us to give us hopefully a good amount of travel. We'll see how that goes, but you get some stiffer springs in the box for each corner of the truck, and then your complete user manual here. I need a boss in my life. I'm out to the hustle, yeah, the co-op is my wife. On this road to the top, I don't stop from the lights. You better pick up and give me this money like it's a stick up. You're the type to want a 6-pack but never do a setup. You're on the grind now, living out your best life. When that don't exist, just like your sex life. And on the dating apps, all you get are left swipes. I know what you're worth, just like an ex-wife. So drop that up for shit, you're looking silly, bro. You ain't no bad boy. All right, we got batteries in everything. Should be good to go. Turning this thing on. Oh, they do have charge. Oh my goodness. Servo is not the best, but I've seen worse. That's super smooth. Super smooth. All right, 2S. Oh, throttle dual rate was down. Ah, ha, ha, ha. We figured it out. So we do have a drag brake. I don't know if there's a way to change that. But let's see how it can crawl. How good is that? No way. That is insane. 3700 kV sensorless motor. I don't know if I've ever seen anything like this that is this smooth. Oh my goodness. Whoa, okay, so we have the throttle rate down. Ooh. We do have reverse lights. No turning lights though. All right, I had quite a few extra tires lined up and ready to go just to see what we can get out of this thing. Now to save battery, we're gonna turn off the lights. I don't know how much we have cooking in this thing, but let's see. Oh, it's pushing it a little bit. Oh my goodness. Oh, we're sliding. Go forward a little bit. This is insane. Hold on, I'm gonna bring y'all around. The amount of articulation that we have over here. Again, all 4 tires are touching. This is kind of nuts. What in the world? All right, hold on. Let's see if we can get it out. That left front seems to be in the tire. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. This thing is way, way out of its league. It's not perfect. It's definitely not perfect. I believe that the tires could definitely use an upgrade, possibly even tracks, but I'm getting ahead of myself. For now, I'm gonna charge up the batteries that we have, and we're gonna get this thing outside in the snow and see how we can tackle that, as well as some rocks, in an actual environment, in hopes that we can kind of challenge it a little bit, because it doesn't care. It doesn't care one bit. This thing is overbuilt as hell for what it's supposed to be, and it is insane. I'm too excited. I'm way too excited. Let's charge those batteries and get it outside. Well, it didn't do great. But it didn't do bad either. It wasn't the worst, but it definitely was not great. The biggest issue that I was running into was belly clearance and tires. So I guess 2 issues. The tires just were not big enough to give us the clearance that we needed. They're not tall enough at all, at all. We hit the axle on damn near every rock, everything that we came across. The belly, it just didn't have enough clearance. That's really the only thing. It had the power. I also don't want to go too harsh on it because, as you saw, it is so cold out there. Those rocks are a little damp, wet, slippery, frozen, everything in between. It's going through the snow, but it wasn't terrible. It's definitely not a designated crawler, but it did survive, which is pretty fantastic. We do have quite a few scrapes on the chassis. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. But this chassis is, or at least the cage is black underneath, in case y'all were curious. It is in fact painted. Everything else is great. We didn't break anything, which is kind of cool, and it took quite a few tumbles. Everything, it took a nosedive into the snow. All the lights still work. This is more of an indoor course truck. Not quite mini scale, right? Obviously this is 1/12 scale, but I think this is definitely more of an indoor car if you had some form of a track that could fit it. I don't know. I really don't know where it falls. I'm kind of, whoa. For what it is, it's still pretty cool. There's a lot of features that you get in it that are fantastic, and for it being a sensorless motor, this thing was freaking smooth, 3,500 kV, and it was so smooth. There was not a single time that it conked at all. There was one thing though, that if you are looking at buying this thing to be mindful of, I don't know if y'all can see it, but this axle kind of, there you go, it rocks. See if you can kind of see in there. I don't know what's loose. I checked all the links. Everything else in there is fine. It's just not, it's not very strong. So that's gonna cause some issues. The drag brake works fantastic. The second you let off, it is not going anywhere. Other than that, there's really nothing else that I have to say. It's a really neat car. It's just not very good at doing everything, you know? It's not a designated crawler. It's not really a good trail truck either. The suspension is a little too out there, you know? I don't even, it's so top heavy too. The center of gravity isn't the best, but damn does it look cool. I don't know. Everyone has different preferences, and this body as a crawler would not be my first choice. It definitely looks more like a rock bouncer. Obviously it's a Baja racer, right? The Bronco R is a desert racer. However, it's kind of cool. For what it is, it's cool. So with that being said, I hope that you guys have enjoyed. Oh my goodness, this thing is freaking dirty. I hope that you guys have enjoyed, and until next time, peace out.